All right, welcome back. So we are at my local hobby store for a surprise build, or I should say a secret build. So let's get in here, let's get it paid, and let's get on with things.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
How's it going?
Good. So I'll let her know she got this from. So what's new, sir?
Not a whole lot. Here to pick up the $1 RC. It's not like I haven't bought one of these before.
Yes, indeed. Oh, go ahead, boys. Am I going to be able to remember that number? It's a different. It doesn't go through the RC section things. It's a different shenanigan. Months ago, that was fast. Now it's not.
Yep.
You know?
Big Rocks, the 6 SESCs, it's in the Creighton as well. They posted it on the 16th that it takes the same firmware upgrade. So it's in both RCs now.
It's probably just that set position. Of
It's
this,
that,
this
yep.
is neutral.
Yep.
Now, not
Yeah,
here.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is. But whatever it is, it fixed it. Mine worked great.
If it's in? Probably good. You just gotta wrap around. It's plugged in too, so that way. Okay. Do that. Okay. So then that's gonna fit perfectly. Excellent.
All right.
Yeah.
But maybe it's drilled for both. I can't remember.
The can's just gonna give you more torque though. Well,
Yes. It's just easier to go 100 miles an hour with that fat can. With like an 800 or 1100 kV Castle motor, you just gear it to the moon, and it's all down low, so you can do it real quick to 100.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Which is kind of amazing, 100 miles an hour for.
I think so.
It truly is. I mean,
Yep.
when I was a kid, I was like, this is never gonna happen.
And I still have the on order, so whenever that comes in, call
We
me.
got half of our stuff. Well, 2/3.
Ah, okay.
My stuff. Actually, I don't order a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I was expecting
I'm
it.
waiting for 2/3
I was
to come
expecting
in.
it to come with this, and I was like, well, I'll wait a couple days to pick this up. All right, have a good one.
Driving, sir.
All right, thank you.
You bet. Okay, so yay, nay?
All right, so here it is. Looking at this, and it looks like it's only the one motor mount. So I might have to get the motor mount adapter that comes on the Creighton 8S, the whole assembly, and then that'll drop in here for the big Coke can. Anodized center brace for maximum durability. It says large battery trays, but they're actually smaller than the original one. All metal diff. But that's it. Should be a clear body. Rattle can. That's funny. Rattle can roller. 110 plus mile an hour now. Wow, that's a bold claim. Pretty cool. But I'm going to get this thing loaded up. We're going to head down to a buddy's house. And that's what this project is for. Another little secret build. And we'll be back in a bit. All right, welcome back. So we have the Mojave 4S on the bench. Something I didn't really need to work on, but with the Big Rock and diagnosing the Big Rock, I pulled the electronics out of a known brand new working RC, which was my latest purchase, which was this Mojave 4S, because it had the same receiver and radio. I went ahead and stole the electronics out of it, as far as the radio and receiver, to test it on the Big Rock to help determine what was bad in the Big Rock. As I'm limited and don't really want to go out and spend money on stuff that is good. So now I have to put this back together. I've showed this before. This was another issue with the body sticking onto this platform. I just installed a washer and an O-ring. I did not drill the holes, and since then I haven't had an issue with running these washer and O-rings purchased from Home Depot. So, and overall, other than the body sticking on this thing, I truly haven't had an issue with this RC. It's been performing well, and doing really good, so I want to get it out and rip it, but I had the electronics sent out to Arrma, while this one was sitting there with no electronics in it. So just a part of trying to figure out what was going wrong with the Big Rock, knowing that their 3 and 4S line is running the same electronics as their 6S line. But we're going to get the battery out of here. I'm going to get this one cleaned up so that I can charge up a pack and go rip this thing. But this receiver, we're going to have to stick some 2-sided tape on it, which I have available right here. Just going to get this cleaned up and going real quick. So this is steering. Oh, the antenna's in that corner. So this is going to be stuck down this way. I think I'm going to have to pull out this whole box to get that done properly. I'm going to take this off. I just ripped the electronics out of it real quick, but it needs to be put together right, and the antenna goes in from the bottom, so I'm going to have to take this all apart. And it feels like the screws over here and the one over here not that one. So here's the whole assembly, and what I have to do is get the antenna through there, but I don't know how much needs to go up in there. But the antenna goes in from the bottom. The screw I put back in here to lock the antenna in. I think we're going to have to go down through here. And then up through there. So that it doesn't get smashed at the bottom. And it's funny, you can tell that the antenna has been pinched previously. And we're going to stick this back in here to lock the antenna in. And then we can get our lid. The pinch goes like that. And now I need to get the receiver wire in the box. And I believe the fan wire. So this is my throttle. This is the trigger throttle, which should go this way. And I need this one, which can go into any other channel. There's battery and auxiliary. I'm going to just stick it on auxiliary. Stick our lid on. And I'm going to bolt that on. Underneath the switch, and we're just going to make sure that this stuff is not loose. And it's all tight. So this is instructions on how to line it up. So this notch here, this arrow lines up so that you can put your screw through this and connect your steering once this is installed. These are all the same length screws. gonna put one in by hand and grab the other screws. Then let's hook up our steering. Alright, so now we can plug our motor back in. Our fan. Yellow. Get our battery lines back where they need to be. And then that's it. Everything should be ready. So I'm going to go ahead, get our battery plugged in, make sure everything works. Be right back. Alright, so went ahead and got it cleaned up a little bit. We're just going to test it, make sure everything is working like it should. Just going to have it lay over there. Got some batteries in the remote because it was shipped with no batteries. A little bit of dirt in there, and it's flashing red. Why? Flashing red like something is wrong. Why is that? Let's take a look. It might not be bound up. So that I can see what's going on with the receiver. So let's just bind this thing up real quick. Power it up and press it 3 times. But we'll see. It's flashing, and it says it should automatically bind to this thing once I power this up. I do it using this, my DX5C, and see if that works. So these I normally just hold down this and power it up. It's flashing, and then I just confirm bind. Went solid and bound up. So that works. To this one when I sent it in. So I don't know what happened to this receiver. Somehow it got wiped clean from the radio that I sent to Arrma. This thing is awfully rough for some reason. Huh. Let me try that. Yeah. It's the axle in the rear. There we go, right? this thing is falling apart. Something is falling apart right here. I don't think that screw's in there. Looks like this one. And I can't get to it. I can't get to that screw. Yep, it's falling out and I can't get to it. Is this one loose too? No, this side's tight. This one's falling out. And I cannot get to that screw. So do I have to take apart the whole front to get to that bell crank? Guess we need another repair. Alright, I'm just trying to figure out how to get this off. These are smashed in. That ain't coming out. Take the sway bar off. Pop this sway bar out of here. And then I need to get to these two screws. There's one there. So right here, this screw is falling out on the steering. And I'll check the other side now that I got it unbolted. For the bell crank, these bearings, I think I'm going to go grab some pliers, pull this, and I'm going to pull the diff and everything, I guess, apart on the front and take a closer look. That should come out. That should come out. What are we still attached to? God dang. Had to rip apart the whole front to get to this stupid bell crank. And these are going to have to go in a certain way. At least they got bearings in them. So one was falling out. Check all this darn hardware. Rip the whole RC apart just to put a receiver in it. Diff has got grease on it. Now that we're here, oh, these fell off too. Had the right size. I'm gonna start hopefully putting this thing all back together. Hopefully that's it. Hopefully nothing in the rear is falling apart. Alright, got it all back together. Now we're going to test it again. And hopefully everything is good now. Why is this center bearing just feels like it's falling out? that's it. We're gonna go give this thing a beating, charge up a pack, but a lot of work just to get my Mojave back together, to steal parts out of it for the big rock. But I guess it's just a part of what you got to do. So I'm going to finish charging up this pack, and got my big rock. Finally back together. But there we go. I was going to show you the roller, but there's the limitless roller. We're going to get this unboxed in the next video. This one took way too long getting that thing together, but we're going to be building this for a studio. Coke can motor, Mamba Monster X8S or XLX2, one of the two, Coke can size motor. But this will be built on the channel. So there we go, everything's back together. Gonna get this video edited and out to you guys today, and we're gonna take the big rock out on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.